Dear viewers, it is with my pleasure that I welcome back to the third episode of the teaching we have started the other time, which issue a Christian pay and collect tithes in the New Testament. If you are following, you will realize that we stopped from the scriptures I was reading, Numbers chapter 18. We stopped at verse 21, and I want to continue from there. And the preceding verse, it was said that Levites were not allocated with farming land and there was no inheritance for them. So they should face the work of the sanctuary. So if one is doing God's service 24/7 the whole of their life, and the other ones have liberty to farm, so let those two farm come and give those people that do God's service. So you will see now that this, to further discourse, I'm reading from verse 22, King James Version. Neither must the children of Israel henceforth come near the tabernacle. You can see why. So it was the Levite that was giving the law and the commandment to face the work of the other generation. 12 tribes should not come near the tabernacle lest they bear sin and die. Verse 20, but the Levites should do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, and they should bear their iniquity. So these people will be the 11th generation shouldn't need to come near the tabernacle. Let's see. And they should bear their iniquity. It shall be a statute forever throughout their generations, that among the children of Israel they have no inheritance. But the tithes, verse 24, but the tithe of the children of Israel, which they over as an having offering unto the Lord, I have given to Levites to inherit. Therefore I have said unto them, among the children of Israel, they shall have no inheritance. So therefore, payment of tithe was a law, not a religion, unto the people of Israel. Payment should not go, the payers, with the light of this scripture, the payers should not go to church. They should not fast. They should not pray. They should not do any spiritual activities. They are being paid, those people that will do, or they should not even confess their sin. It is Levite that will confess their sin for them. It is Levite that will pray for them. It is Levite that does anything they need to do. Their own is just to pay. So brothers and sisters, you see, even if they sin or need God anything, all they need to do is to bring offering and give it to the Levites and go their way. They will confess their sin for them and done everything for them. So then collection, that payment was a law. Collection was also a law. The collector do not have land for farming nor occupation, but they are to face the work of the sanctuary in all their generations. They don't go to school. They don't get employed. They don't do anything 24/7. They will be in a schedule. They will be in shifting. They are operating a shifting duty. So if you go today, you will not go tomorrow. So this is why we have payment of. That is the reason why we have Israel has to pay tithe. You can see the reason why Israel has to pay tithe. Some people have to pay tithe. Some part of Israel have to collect tithe. It was a law, mind you. It wasn't a religion. Then go with me to Deuteronomy chapter 5 to lay more emphasis on this, what we are trying to say. Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 8. Chapter 10. Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 8. Look at it now. At that time that the Lord separated the tribe of Levi to bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord, to stand before the Lord to minister unto him, and to bless his name unto these days. Wherefore Levi has no part nor inheritance with his brethren. The Lord is in his presence according to the law that God promised him. So you can see now that these are the reason why they were given this law. The practice that Abraham started, so that it could be continued, but in a more dignified and holy way. So Abraham started what would be a culture, a tradition, for his people when God will come down and be closer more to his children. So tithe of the tithe, aside from payment of tithe to the priest, there was even a commandment that all the priest should remove tithes of the tithes for another purpose. Let's see Deuteronomy chapter 14. For another purpose. They have a commandment to remove tithe of the tithe for another purpose. See, chapter 14, verse 28. And the end of the 3 years, thou shalt bring forth the tithe of thy increase the same year, and shall lay it within thy gates. And the Levite, because it has no part nor inheritance with thee, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow, which are within thy gate, shall come and eat, and be satisfied, that the Lord thy God may bless thee in all work of thy hand, which thou doest. So you can see now, provision of tithe is for the needy. It's for the needy, because in this case, because Levites are to face the work of the sanctuary, they became a needy. They don't have anything to eat. So, and that's why you can see another provision that part of the tithe also should be dedicated for needing the traveler. You can be traveling and be stranded. You can be homeless. You may have no social support, like a widow, like a fatherless, who cannot even feed themselves. There's where you go in Israel and you have your free meal. So we want to see in the New Testament what are the reasons why we are bringing tithes into Christendom. Having seen the reason why it's hard to pay, do we have that reason in Christendom today? So now, should the head minister, now another point I want to draw your attention is, my dear viewers, should the head minister, the leader of denominations, the Jews, who symbolize high priest into they monopolize the tithe. Monopolize the tithe? No. Let's see Numbers chapter 18, verse 24. Should the Levites monopolize the tithe being collected? Or should, even if tithe should be paid in the New Testament, should general overseer or head of the church sit on the tithe and say it is for me alone? Was in the practice in the Old Testament that high priest monopolize the tithe and put it in his own room and begin to feed over it at the detriment of others? Or was it that even in the Old Testament, either you are high priest or other ordinary priest, everybody take according to the need? Remember Malachi chapter 3, it was stored in a general store. It's not in anybody's house. Tithes in the Old Testament was not deposited in general overseer accounts, or the account is signatory to. It was in the temple, a general store in the temple, where everybody will come and take according to their daily needs. If you can read between the lines what the practice was in the Old Testament. So now the question now is that, should general overseer, even tithe to be paid in the New Testament, sit over it, monopolize it? Where do we have high priest in the Old Testament that sits over the tithe being collected? Dear viewers, there are still more things to learn in this discourse. So please kindly subscribe to our YouTube and stay tuned for the next episode. Seeing you next. God bless you.